Spidey costume victim. On October 31, 2010, Aaron Shannon Jr. was celebrating Halloween in the backyard of his family's South Los Angeles home. The 5-year-old boy was proudly showing off his new Spider-Man costume to his relatives. His grandfather, uncles, and father watched as he posed and jumped, mimicking his superhero idol. The mask was pushed up on his head so everyone could see his smile. At 2:05 p.m., 2 men appeared at the alleyway behind the property. They were members of a local gang looking for rivals who supposedly lived nearby. Neither had any connection to the Shannon family. The men paused, observing the backyard scene for approximately 15 seconds. Without warning, one of the men raised a .22 caliber handgun and fired multiple shots into the yard. The first bullet struck Aaron in the back of his head as he was mid-jump, showing off a Spider-Man move. The round penetrated his skull and fragmented inside his brain. 4 other bullets hit various family members. His grandfather took a round to the wrist. His uncle was struck in the leg. Aaron collapsed instantly, the red parts of his costume now indistinguishable from the blood spreading across the fabric. His family, themselves injured, rushed to his side. His father cradled the boy's head, desperately trying to stop the bleeding with his bare hands. The Spider-Man mask was still partially on his face, now soaked crimson. Paramedics arrived 6 minutes after the 911 call. Aaron was still breathing, but unresponsive. His pupils were fixed and dilated. The medics intubated him on site before rushing him to Harbor UCLA Medical Center. Surgeons worked for 3 hours to relieve the pressure on his brain, but the damage was catastrophic. Aaron Shannon Jr. was pronounced dead at 5:42 p.m. on Halloween night. He was still wearing parts of his Spider-Man costume when doctors gave up their efforts. 2 days later, police arrested Marcus Denson and Leonard Hall Jr. for the shooting. Hall was eventually convicted of murder. Ant's SUV. On October 31, 2019, Sophia Martinez was trick-or-treating in Boynton Beach, Florida. The 5-year-old wore a butterfly costume with large, colorful wings that extended 12 inches from her small frame. She had been excited about Halloween for weeks, practicing how she would flutter from house to house collecting candy. Sophia's group included her 2 older brothers, a cousin, and several neighborhood children, all supervised by her mother. Her aunt, Maria Gonzalez, followed slowly in her 2017 Chevrolet Tahoe, carrying extra water bottles and serving as a mobile rest stop for tired children. The SUV crept along at walking speed, approximately 3 to 5 miles per hour, staying about 20 feet behind the group. At 7:22 p.m., the children approached a house with an elaborate haunted display. Excited by the decorations, the group suddenly scattered across the front yard. Sophia, normally shy, ran ahead of the others toward a mechanical witch that had captured her attention. In her excitement, she veered into the street, directly into the path of her aunt's approaching vehicle. Maria didn't see Sophia enter the roadway. The Tahoe's hood stood 45 inches tall, creating a substantial blind spot for objects close to the vehicle. Butterfly wings on Sophia's costume, though brightly colored, were nearly invisible in the growing darkness. The neighborhood had minimal street lighting, with shadows cast by trees further reducing visibility. The SUV's front bumper struck Sophia at shin level, knocking her forward onto the pavement. Before Maria could react to the initial impact, the vehicle's right front tire rolled over the child's torso. The 5,600-pound SUV crushed her chest cavity, causing immediate respiratory